project, as you can see there, is Pilgrimage, from knowledge transfer to autonomous learning. What I'm going to do now in the introduction is just introduce you to the partners, and then some of the broad, very simple aims and objectives of the project, just to get us started, so you know what the basis of this. These are the project partners. Okay, Wilfried, if you could sort of identify yourself, please, as one of our project partners. Say hello. Yeah, the development of videos and training materials. Other things were involved, but this was the key role for each of the partners as I go through it. I hope you're impressed with this. Dorina?
Hello, I'm Dorina. I'm from EO Group and
website development.
Yes.
Okay, website development and project partners.
That's me.
Nevena?
Yeah, I guess. Nevena from Bulgaria, Business Foundation for Education. Nice to meet you, all of you.
And then finally myself, Flexible Learning Associates Limited, is my own company. We've been running it for just over 20 years. This is what I've been responsible for within the project. Okay. Because that's one of the big questions, why autonomous learning? Why is it such a big thing? And I have to say this last one is very important to me, because the trouble is, and again from the research that we did, too many people see autonomous learning as independent learning. And it's not the same. Independent learning is part of autonomous learning. But autonomous learning says, I actually make appropriate decisions at the appropriate time to work in various ways. And we need to recognise the power, like hopefully today, the power of the group. The power of sharing your ideas and thoughts with others. And by so doing it, actually increase the power of learning that takes place. So let's move away from independent learning or remote access learning and so on. These are simply parts of autonomous learning. And that social interaction is actually one of the key elements of learning. Ask a young person at school why they go to school. It's not to learn, it's actually to meet their friends. Learning comes on the back of that. And we forget that at our age.
PDFs. This is a very clear example of organisations that lack an underpinning technical knowledge. This is a really good example of a transition from a program that works perfectly on a Mac to the same program that hobbles along on a PC. But we get there eventually. But as Paul said, there are no certainties. Businesses used to be like Christianity. If you were faithful and obedient, you could obtain bliss in the afterlife of retirement. But now it's
fantastic. And we try to organize everything, make sheltered, safe environment for guidance, discussion and things like that. So we learned a lot from that. And well, I hope I could have shared it with you today.
One last question. Shops, are they running in a good way? Or?
The problem is that when we are more or less an entrepreneur, organizing,
Again, slightly confused. Started to win. Enjoyed reading this. Oh yeah, I wanted to find another list, but some of this is actually out of my control within the college where we are. So therefore, wouldn't take to time. Would have liked to have spent a little time to read and to get, but then felt apprehensive to take a high break.
Of how autonomous learning can be implemented. My own personal background is
as I said, I'm Hans Steenman and I'm at the moment the policy officer at RSC Nijmegen, but I was a vocational, teacher in vocational studies. And in that way, I did a lot of project work. I make projects as a teacher. And making projects means for me not only writing them, but also doing them with the students and evaluate and improve them again and again and again.
So I've got to have about this and
you.